Well, I'm out here at the Wooden Shoe Tulip Farm with Ken Iverson, and you know, Ken, it's a bit chilly. Let's not lie about it. We're not going to say that it's warm and sunny.
It's spring in Oregon.
It is indeed, and this year the tulips are a bit slow because of this weather, but boy, do we have daffodils.
That's correct.
Now, daffodils are really a garden staple, you know, all over the place, but there are some things you can do to really make them better. Can you go over some of their culture with us?
Well, we actually put a little bit of fall fertilizer on in our tulips, kind of an even mix of like a triple 16 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, you're more apt to over fertilize daffodils than under fertilize them. Daffodils in our climate, with our kind of warm, dry summers, can be sensitive to basal rot or fusarium.
Sure.
And if they get too much nitrogen in the spring, that can increase the incidence of the disease. So really, you know, if you're going to make a mistake on daffodils, it's best not to fertilize them rather than over fertilize them.
And I would assume, as with most plants, if things are going well, if they're coming up in the spring, if the blooms are big, all that stuff's happening, then you know, maybe want to leave them alone.
Yeah.
Only if you have a problem with your fertilizer.
I think the only time that you would want to really dig them up or work with your daffodils is if you start getting too many leaves and not many flowers out there. Then it would be time to dig your bulbs and separate them and replant.
Because they do naturalize rather well, too.
They do real well,
Yeah.
and they actually be left alone. They do really good.
Well, and you know, there's always those wonderful old faithful daffodils like, you know, Mount Hood, Ice Follies, Dutch Master, but there's some really cool ones coming out now, like this little guy right here.
Yeah, that's Rip Van Winkle. It doesn't even look like a daffodil, but
I was going to say it doesn't look like Rip Van Winkle either.
no, it's awake. But no, daffodils really hybridize real easily, and there's a lot of, you know, hobbyists all around the world. I was just in New Zealand and visited a daffodil hybridizer, and you know, everybody has their little niches that they make new varieties
Sure.
with, and so there's lots of unique things all over.
And some of the colors are really cool. The apricots they're coming out with on the trumpets are beautiful.
Yeah, and like you get the double trumpets, and you know, like this Ice King. I mean, it doesn't even look like a regular trumpet on the flower.
No, it doesn't.
It's just real frilly.
It's beautiful. Well, now also it's not just daffodils there. You do have the Tulip Festival that just started.
Yeah.
Now, even if the tulips aren't, you know, blooming in the fields, they can still buy cut flowers, they can buy potted flowers, there's food on weekends, it's all kinds of fun stuff. You have a great gift shop here too.
Yeah, we try to have like family activities because we like people to just come out and see, you know, come out to a farm, you know, and we are a working farm, and you know, we have activities for the kids, and we want to make it a family event that people can come out and just, you know, spend some time, and even if you don't have the flowers, there's other things to do.
Certainly there
and
are.
Just have a good time. You know, if the weather's great, come out and enjoy yourself.
Well, I know that this is our third year that we've been out here for their Tulip Festival. It's always fun, and it just, boy, when those fields are popping, it just takes your breath away. It's quite beautiful.
Yeah, they really, usually around the first week in April is when we start really getting really good color and in the fields. Yeah, if you get a beautiful day, it's just, you know, we enjoy it just ourselves, and that's partly why we started the festival years ago, is the fields are so beautiful, we wanted to share what we do produce.
Well, and thank you so much for doing that. If you want to find out more information, we invite you to go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to their website. Thanks so much, Ken. Have a warm day.
Will do.